it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with, I guess this is another rant. You guys love rants, and something crawled up my skin that made me so mad because, I just celebrated my 50th birthday. I had a couple days off, so I decided to actually play a decent role-playing game of Visions of Mana. Don't get me wrong, I love a good RPG, but there's one thing I have to ask about RPGs nowadays I've noticed. Here's something I've noticed with these games, and I'm sure you will point out. Back in the day, it was full of content, and don't get me wrong, you have a lot of dialogue, you have a lot of story development, a lot of character development in these games. I get that, but nowadays it just has explanation, all this data, all this fucking blah, 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 the characters talking back and forth, mundane bullshit. And I ask you this, where is the STFU button? Where is the STFU button? Could you tell me what that is? That's what this rant is about, is where is the STFU button in RPGs? Now, if you don't know what that is, it's very simply put, shut the fuck up. You know what? I love a good story-driven game. I love character development. But nowadays, these companies they just pile on shit where the characters just babble on for hours on dumb shit that does not advance the story. It's just to make the game longer. And I'm so tired of it. Visions of Mana, you know what? I like the game. I do, but it has a massive STFU on it. It really does. These characters just go on talking about mundane, stupid bullshit for hours on end. And if you cut all this out, you probably only have like a fucking 30-minute fucking game. And I'm not joking. So many RPGs go down this route anymore. They think they're clever, like, look, we have an 80-hour game. Yeah, because your characters won't shut the fuck up and they read the whole encyclopedia before they get to the next point. There is a fine line between developing characters and telling a story and just having mundane, constant chatter with characters. They go back, hey, nice pants. Well, I like your hat. Well, I like your shirt. I like your shoes. I like your cuffs. I like your sword. You know what? If you took that sword and you sided it really good and showed up your ass, you might shut the fuck up. And that's the problem I have. If you're going to make an RPG that is very, very verbal, focused on storytelling, where you have all these characters that are telling their backstories, the fact that, hey, last week I went with my cousin Jim to get milk, or I went with my cousin's uncle's former roommate to get Slim Jims. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to pad on a bunch of bullshit verbal dialogue, they make it seem like these characters are deeper and have more personalities. I'm cool. I'm really cool with it. But you know what? Have the STFU button. Yeah, a little button you press. Shut the fuck up. Sometimes I don't want to hear you talk about, 15 years ago, my pants didn't fit right, and I went outside, and I was so sad, and then people attacked me, and it made it the ability where I learned how to defend myself, and it made it to where I learned this special move, which now, after 35 hours of gameplay, I'm going to teach you how to use. I hate that. And you know what, Visions of Mana? I keep falling back on you because that's the current game I've been playing the crap out of that brought this rant out. If you played this game, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like, my ancestors, they had this, and the fucking Quaker Oats man showed up and he got molested. He was so sad. He went to therapy, and because of that, I got this nice new blue jacket. What the fuck does that have to do with anything I'm doing? Nothing. You're just rambling on to make the game longer. And in that case, I ask for you, please, gaming companies out there, if you make a game, well, obviously not the people that made Visions of Mana, because Square Enix shut them the fuck down after a week after launch of their game, so you'll never see them make another game. Well, yeah, but nonetheless, other studios that still exist, if you're making an RPG and you want to make it longer, here's an idea. More boss battles, more levels, stuff like that. I don't want to listen to some bitch tell me about her life story and how she joined the team because apparently a peanut butter cup raped her sister back in the 40s. I don't care about that. And I'm kind of, exaggerating. Not by much. But nonetheless, if you're going to have plot-related synopsis where the character goes back to their backstory and they just blabber on for 15, 20 minutes at a time, You can mash the button and it goes through it pretty fast, but all I ask for you, please, actually call it this. Have a little thing that's called the STFU button, where you hit that and it skips through all the bullshit and gets to the point and cuts out all this 20 minutes of blah, 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 blah. This is why my haircut's this way. This is why I have this special gym that gives me special powers, which is going to, that's great. Your special gym with special powers is going to help us in the end. I get that because you're laying into it so much for 20 hours. However, not all of us want to listen to much deep-rooted dialogue that is bullshit and that just rebels on for 20 minutes at a time to get to the goddamn point. Kind of like this rant I'm doing right now, but you guys are going to listen to every single bit of it because you love to hear me get pissed off and rant. But yes, honestly, that's what this rant is about. Why can't RPGs institute, seriously, why can't they institute an STFU button? Seriously. Because there are so many times I'm playing a game and I just beat a boss and I'm going through an area and I just want to get to the save point. Let me get to the fucking save point. But no, I have to hear Ethel Merman talk about how 13 years ago she was assaulted by a ghost that gave her flapjacks, that gave her nightmares, which led to her to learn how to fight, which led to her special moves she's going to unlock later. And I just don't fucking care. Sometimes I want to skip and just get to the gameplay and not the this is how we develop characters nowadays. But just have backstories about, when I was 15, I was in school. My brother treated me bad and he stole my lunches and these people beat me up. And because of that, I got depressed. So I went to this guy and he helped me with my depression. But it led to me cutting myself. And immediately cutting myself, I learned I was really good with swords and now I'm a sword master. You know what? I just don't fucking care anymore. Games do not get built the right way no more. Build a game off of quality character development, okay? And yes, this is involving Visions of Mana. Yes, it is. Not just Visions of Mana, honestly. So many games do this. They over-embellish the characters and have these outlandish backstories that they dive deep into to make you care about them more. And I understand why they're doing it, but the main point is just to add time onto the game. Go, look, we have a 60-hour game, and if you cut out all the bullshit, you have a 12-hour game. The gameplay itself is 12 hours. The rest is all like blah, 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 blah. And while if you are someone who loves that, that's fine. But all I ask for you out there in this gaming community world is just add what I call the STFU button. A little click that just cuts past the bullshit. Because a lot of times I don't give a fuck about these characters. I don't care. I just want to get to the next point where I can hit a save point after I beat a boss battle. So I don't have to go back and lose 3.5 hours worth of struggling fighting on your game to rebuild my characters, to get enough healing items and spells and whatnot to continue on. There's sometimes character development is a superb thing. And there's other times where you're like, okay, at this point, you're just adding in fluff to make your game bigger. It does nothing for your character. I don't care about the characters. And at this point, it's pissing me the fuck off. So what do you think? Do you think RPGs should have an STFU button? I'm being serious about this. This actually really pisses me off. Please leave in the comments below if you agree or disagree on this. Should RPGs and other games as well have an STFU button, a shut the fuck up button, where you can hit that and it skips it and just gets back to the gameplay? That's just my personal feeling, because after 65 hours on a game, I don't give a fuck to know if the dude is allergic to blueberry flapjacks for 20 minutes. I just want to get back to fighting fun and beating a boss. But this was me, Nate, a.k.a. Devil Dog. Leave lots of comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with this. As you say, I'm melting this like a motherfucking snow cone. And remember, here at Devil Dog Gaming, we always end our videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.